Hello guys, it is that Panda again. I'm here again with another video, and today we're looking at the great magician Julia. And honestly, I had been looking at her and I was a little bit skeptical, but I've been hearing that she's gonna be insane. So, I kinda was sleepy when I first looked at her and I was like, man, she's trash. But I was probably just being a little bit too harsh. Either way, we're gonna look at this hero, and I will say it already starts off good. She has the skill talent. I already like that. I already like her as a leader just because of that. You guys already know I'm a fanboy for the skill talent build. She's also a roulette hero, which makes her much more obtainable for the average player. I've heard arguments that she's arguably better than Jacob. So I guess honestly, if that is the case, or she's equally as good on some areas, that's pretty nice that she's a lucky roulette hero overall. We're gonna look at her, and I wish she had actual freaking pants on, but guys. Okay, we're gonna look at her first skill, and this deals a damage to a direct target, and the damage factor goes all the way up to 12.5k. Notice how the damage factor slowly gets higher and higher with the newer heroes. I think they're gonna slowly get to 13,000 damage, and 13.5k, then 14,000, then 14.5k, and that's gonna be a while down the line probably. But you guys get my point, right? I think they're gonna slowly amp it up and make them just that much better. And you're like, oh, the damage factor on all these heroes, even if the hero's garbage. You guys already know I don't like John, but obviously his damage factor is pretty nice. But I don't like John. I don't like John at all, and I'm not leveling his butt up. So it also restores 100 up to 100 rage, and I'm gonna say it as if all these skills are level 5. Restores up to 100 rage to its own squad every time you drop this. And I mean, that doesn't make her an insane rage recovery hero, but I mean, being able to fill up 1/10 of your bar, I guess, just dropping your skill, pretty nice. And I mean, this is overall a pretty good damage factor, so I can't really complain. I can't knack at this much. And yeah, second skill, it increases the range squad attack by up to 20% and increases range squad defense by 20%. That's actually kind of nuts. That's a combined 40% off of one skill. Pretty nice, honestly. I like that. I like that a lot. But there's not really much I can say there. That's just some pretty good stats if you really consider it all in all. Just 40% off of one skill. And I like the fact that there aren't limitations, by the way, because you'll see with some heroes, for example, I looked at Jacob earlier, and like this, right? You have to be, above 50% of your squad size to have 16% attack, whereas she just has these 40% base stats. There's no requirements or nothing. That's just insane to me. That's freaking nice. Reduces damage taken from basic attacks by up to 20%. When rage is more than 90%, increases skill damage dealt by 17% for 4 seconds. And I'll tell you guys, I was half asleep when I looked at the skill, and all I saw was when rage is more than 90%, and I thought the skill was trash. And to be fair, it's honestly way better than I thought it'd be. So it reduced the damage taken from basic attacks by, like I said, 6% up to 20%. But the thing is, since this triggers for basically 4 seconds, increase the skill damage dealt, obviously. But since this triggers for 4 seconds, this basically is going to be throughout the whole thing, right? So I thought this was going to be a skill that only activates 10% of the time, but I was just being stupid. This overall is a pretty good skill, considering all in all. That's some pretty nice skill damage increase. Also reduces basic attack damage. Who doesn't like that? That's just nice, Trading white numbers right there. Her last skill, it increases range squad HP by up to 40%. That is crazy. There is a 20% chance of being immune to taking increased damage as well. And increasing range squad HP by 40%, that's a combined 80% between these two skills. That is kind of insane. I already have to kind of rank her above a dot after looking at these skills. I swear, guys, I feel so stupid because I thought last night she was like a garbage hero, but she's way better looking at her again. So after awakening, by the way, her skill damage does increase by quite a bit, the damage factor going up to 13.7k, and it also has a silence skill. It silences enemies for 3 seconds. So I also want to note the 120 rage, so you get 20 more rage. But the silence skill, I was skeptical ever since I've seen Chun, because I didn't really care for this, after I've seen Chun and how bad her silence is, it doesn't really work how people thought it would work. But from what I'm hearing, this silence should actually perform properly. So if her silence performs properly, this can be insane and just cap off heroes from dropping their skills and kind of put them into a really rough situation. So hopefully this silence is going to be insane, and I'm going to wait for other people to try it out before I actually go crazy on her. But I will be unlocking her, obviously. She's a roulette hero, so she's very obtainable. Honestly, really good for a roulette hero. So I am looking forward to trying her out. But overall, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys think about Julia, right? And I will also note that you have to be above like 230 days of Federation age to actually see this type of hero. But I don't know, man. I think that she's gonna be good. I think she's obviously probably gonna be better than Chun. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run Jacob and Lewis together, and I think I'm gonna run Julia and Chun together. And you know, I heard someone saying I should run Lewis and Julie together, but I prefer to run my two AOE heroes together, and I prefer to have my damage dealers together. And I mean, it's not like Chun is weak. And I mean, she still has rage build. I think the only reason I might run her with Lewis is for this, like, simply to get a better rage build. Because I don't know. Yeah. So you gain 25 rage when using basic attacks, and I think this would be the only reason I would use him, and that's because I would probably want to get some I would want to get the skill drop off as soon as possible with Lewis and Julia having the best rage build possible for this silence, right? Because you obviously want to beat your enemy to the, I guess, punch, and you want to get the silence off before they can get their skill drops off. And you know, for anybody, you know, I think it's self-explanatory why you would want to get your silence off before their skills go off, so you can stop them from skill dropping. But overall, I think this hero is going to be pretty good. You guys let me know in the comments, though, if you guys are excited for these new heroes. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching as always. I hope my opinion brought some value to your day. But you guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, and that is it. Peace.